वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Let's do some Simran. Join in with me. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. So basically that style of Simran I did there is called Saas Gras Simran. And so basically you do that type of jap, that type of Simran with every breath you take. So when I said Vahe, I took an inhale, I inhaled breath. And then when I said Guru, I exhaled all my breath. And so basically that means with every breath you take, you can chant the name of Maharaj and remember them. And Simran was one of the things that really deep rooted me and like grounded me into Sikhi and really like took me to that point where I could actually connect to Maharaj. It was one of my like first experiences with Maharaj. And it was one of the two things that at the start of my journey really helped me. The second thing was Seva, but that's for another whole video. So Simran, it was about a year ago, April time. My friend, my Gursikh friend, he took me to the Gurdwara and he told me to join the Simran class. It was every Sunday, 4 till 5, not too long. And basically we sat there and we did Saas Gras Simran. And they basically taught you how to like do it in the proper way and how to do it. And basically just sat there for an hour going Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru, Vai, Guru. And that was probably one of the most like pivotal moments in my Sikhi journey. Like obviously I got into Sikhi a bit before that, like in terms of just like being inspired in everything and seeing it. But like it brought me way deeper into Sikhi, it did. And that's one of the two things that I can vividly remember that really built my roots. And Sikhi is an experience. It's not just like you just live your death, you live your discipline as a Sikh here, and you just do your thing, and then eventually after you go to Sachkhand and there you meet Maharaj, there you connect with them. No, you can connect with them here, like right now, like literally as you're watching this video, on your phone, on your TV or whatever it is, you can connect with them right now, literally right this second. That's the beauty of Sikhi. Sikhi is an experience. It's not just a religion or anything. It's an actual experience. And you can put that to the test. And the way you do that is through Simran. So what is Simran? Simran is how to truly die. How to truly die. Because you don't truly live until you truly die. And the answer's in the name. Se Maran. Se Maran. Se Marna. How do you to truly die? That's how you truly die, to remember Vaheguru. Simran is remembering Vaheguru. It's forgetting about everything. Like literally everything. Like this bench that I'm sitting on which you can't see. All this park behind me. Everything else that's in front of you right now. Everything. Disconnecting to the world, disconnecting from the world, detaching yourself and just focusing, getting ekman ek chit, getting your mind and your subconscious to become one, your consciousness and your subconsciousness to become one, and to focus on that one. That's what Simran is. And once you start doing Simran, you pretty much never go back. Like, Simran is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Your mind slows down, your thoughts start to get erased. Thoughts might still pop up, but it's like a river. Rocks just flowing through the river. The river's not very bothered by the rocks flowing through it. It doesn't really care. It just goes on with its like day. And that's the same thing what Simran does. It calms you down, it slows you down, and it gives you such a cooling sensation. Maharaj says, Turki Bani ai, jin sagali chint matai. Maharaj has given us that Gur Mantar, yeah, that Gurbani, that destroys all our stresses, all our anxieties. And that's what Simran does. I could 100% not record this video if I did not do Simran. Like, the amount of concentration it gives you such, like, you can just sit down and you can just be. Simran is so beautiful in so many ways, and I just can't describe it. But eventually, it's just how our mind works. Our mind is so fickle that we just forget that experience. We forget the experience, the utmost supreme experience, right? If you've ever had it. And then your mind just pushes it away. Your mind says, oh, we'll do Simran later. Your mind builds that wall of, like, it gives you some sort of excuse and builds a wall of friction. And you know that you want to do it. And you know when you start doing it, it's going to feel so good. But it's just sitting down. It's just starting. Starting is the hardest part. Pretty much with anything, starting is the hardest part. Starting to record this video is so hard. But now that I'm in a flow, I can just talk and talk and talk and talk. Because it's just the mental friction that your mind just gives you. Your mind just basically makes a bunch of excuses. You can't do it for this reason, but you can. And that's why you have to break past your mind. And the way to break past your mind, it's like counterintuitive. Your mind tells you not to do Simran, but the way to break past your mind is to do Simran. So you have to just discipline yourself and sit down and just start doing Simran, right? And what I do is I personally use a mala, and basically it's just like something with beads on it. And let me just take it off. So you hold it in your hand, yeah, and as you do your job, it doesn't have to be Vaheguru job, it could be so many other jobs, but as you do your job, you hold on to one bead. Once you finish that job, then you go to the next one. So let's say we're doing Vaheguru job, we go Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Or you could even do Mool Mantra job on it. Any type of Pankti you want, do that type of job on it. And what I found out was, I did a lot of Vaheguru Simran at the start, but I started doing Mool Mantra after that. And it just showed me the beauty of Mool Mantra. Because Bani is so deep. Like, you can literally just sit there and just contemplate, like, on Bani, on Naam, yeah? And you just keep on finding new things within it. And I think it's starting to rain, so I'm going to have to wrap this up quite quickly. But so I personally use a mala, but there's like a controversy between a mala. Basically, like, people say don't count, don't do this. But what I personally believe is, if something gets you to jap naam and to connect to Maharaj, right, do it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Do it within love, within compassion, and just go ahead and go for it. Don't get stuck in these worldly affairs and all this crap that the world tells you, right? And even from the itihas that I've heard, I might just be wrong, but every time the Guru Gaddi was passed on to the next Guru, right, I think they gave a mala to the next Guru. So that tells me that you should have one, or you should be doing it. Or even if you don't like using a mala, don't use it. Just do it. Just do Simran. Find a way to instill Simran within you. And what I found with the mala is because I'm using it, because it's in my hand, I just end up just doing it without noticing, really. Even when I'm talking to my friends, like, I'm like subconsciously like going Vaheguru or like doing Mool Mantras in my head. That's the power of it. Because before you know it, it's just going to become a habit, just like breathing. Like, you don't think about breathing. Like, whilst I'm talking here, I'm not consciously like getting air into my lungs, am I? That's the same thing as whilst you're watching this, you're not going and constantly like just think about breathing. It's the same thing as Simran. Once you get to like a certain point, like Mahapurush, they're just doing Simran with every single hair on their body. That's how connected they are with Maharaj. And you can get to that level too, obviously with Maharaj Kirpa. But the way you start from that, the way you start to get there, is to just start doing it now. Even 5 minutes a day, even 30 seconds in the morning, in the night, during your day. Even whilst you're riding your bike home from school or driving your car to work or whatever, you could just do one Mool Mantar. You could say one Vaheguru, right? And just make it your habit. Make it a habit and instill it into yourself. And before you know it, you'll just be walking around doing Vaheguru Jap. And you'll be in such a cool, calm like state, like that you don't need anyone. You don't need, like, what I've realized is when I started doing Simran was I started becoming like more like silent and like in a good way, like I didn't need to have to like talk to my friends like in the way that they would just be talking a bunch of nonsense. I could just zone out and just do Simran. And it's so helpful. And obviously when you're within Sangat, yeah, that's different. I'm obviously talk to them, do vichar, because that's Simran as well. If you go within the Sangat, yeah, and talk about Maharaj, you're remembering Maharaj. That's Naam within itself. So yeah, you'll start doing it. You'll realize that you start doing it without even like purposely doing it. And a little life hack is, before you go sleep, if you just do like Mool Mantar Jap or Vaheguru Jap or some sort of Jap, right? Just literally as you go, like as you after you've done your Soila Sahib, Rakhya Di Shabad, after you've done that, then just do some sort of Simran as you go to sleep. And when you do that, it just slows your mind down and it relaxes your body, and your sleep is 10 times better. And also, you'll realize that in your dreams, you end up just like being somewhere and doing like Mool Mantar Jap. Or like my friend, he read Jolpe Sahib to me one time, and it was literally Mahanand, yeah, when my Gursikh friend read that to me, and it was so good. And then literally the other day I had a dream about him reading it. That's like the power of Simran. When you just sit there within Sangat and you do Simran, it'll start like instilling within you, and you'll gain this calmness. I can't tell you, like, I can't praise Simran enough. You have to just try it for yourself and just keep on trying. And last thing I want to touch on is, half the time, well 99% of the time for me, because I'm Papi anyway, I'm a pure sinner, really. Half the time I just sit here. I'm not even doing Simran like 99% of the time, but that 1% of the time that I am doing Simran, right? Yeah. In that 1%, 99% of that 1%, I'm not even like focusing. And you might say like, oh, what's the point of that? You're not even focusing. What's the point of that? Bani, Gur Mantar, all these things that Maharaj has given us have a lot of depth to it. And even if you get to listen to it, let alone even like be in the vicinity of it, it will impact you. So what I'd say is, don't feel like, oh yeah, I'm not connecting to the Bani, I'm not connecting to Vaheguru in that way, so I might as well not do it. The whole point is for you to do your Khoj. But you're supposed to take a few steps before Maharaj takes a few steps towards you. Not even a few. If you take a step, then Maharaj will take thousands of steps towards you. So don't feel like when you're reading Bani, when you're doing Simran, right, and you, one, don't understand it, two, are not connecting to it, that you should just stop and not do it. No, just keep your faith in Maharaj, yeah? Keep your faith in Maharaj and just keep on going. I was doing this Bani like a couple of months ago, and I realized that like for most of the time I was just like literally not focusing at all. I was just doing it just for the like sake of doing it. But eventually, when I got to a part in the Bani, it hit me really hard, like really hard. And that was like quite towards the end. And it just shows that you have to be patient, you have to wait. Good things, these things don't just come light. Like, you even watching this video, obviously this video is like really crap and not good at all, and you can watch way better videos from way better channels. But you even hearing Vaheguru, right, is a massive blessing. It's a massive blessing. So underplay it. And don't put yourself down if you're not feeling that connection yet. Just keep that faith in Maharaj. Do ardas. Tell Maharaj, yeah, that I'm just going to keep on doing this. Whatever's in your hukum, that's sat, that's true, yeah. And just ask them to just keep you at their charan. And yeah, if you keep on doing it, eventually you'll be up there with Maharaj in the stars with them. Do it now. Try do it after this video. Do what you can now. That's all I have for today's video. If you want to help me keep on creating these videos, I've got a donation link in the description below. I've also got a little group, a brotherhood. I call it Khalsa Brotherhood, where I'm in there, a bunch of other sangats in there, and you can just join it and ask me questions, ask other people questions. And yeah, Maharaj won't always give you that anand straight away, right? And tomorrow is not a promise. So do what you can today. Do that Bani today. Do Simran today. Get yourself a mala today. If you can't get yourself a mala, just sit there. Tell Maharaj, I don't have a mala yet. You give me a mala. Maharaj will sort you out. And just sit down and just do Simran. Like literally, pause this video right now. Throw your phone away, whatever, and just start doing Simran right now. And another tip is just try to be consistent with it. Even if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, even just 5 minutes a day, right? Just try, do it. Every single day. Just try. And don't put yourself down if you don't get it done. It's that simple. Keep faith in Maharaj. That's all I have for today. Bhul chuk dekhi maaf. Forgive me for all the mistakes I've made in this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.